High Court declares election of Kaching MLA Y Surchandra to 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly as null and void. Rivaled M. Rameshwar of BJP to be new MLA. And India's reports over 50,000 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours, pushing tally over 83 lakhs. Recovery rate stands above 92%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Afternoon Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. High Court of Manipur has allowed the election petition number 1 filed by M. Rameshwar in 2017 against Kaching MLA Y Surchandra, while the court has set aside the petition filed by respondent Y Surchandra. With this, election of Y Surchandra on INC ticket to 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly of 2017 to 2022, termed of the Kaching Assembly constituency, has been declared null and void. Single bench of High Court of Justice M.B. Muralidharan will announce its final verdict later today. The case was last heard on October 21st this year and was reserved for announcement today via video link. With Y Surchandra's election being declared null and void, his contender in the 2017 Manipur Legislative Assembly election of Kaching Assembly constituency, M. Rameshwar, will be declared elected on BJP ticket. Mahut Minister Okram Henry took stock of illegal structures in Pauna and Hangal markets today. During the surprise inspection, he also checked shops and houses for a valid registration certificate and license. Okram Henry appealed to shopkeepers to pay their tax on time. Mahut and INC officials walked along with the minister from Kuyathong till Pauna market, inspecting illegal encroachments and improper garbage disposal. City Police has lifted up measures against violators of COVID-19 protocols. Police today issued fines upon the shops in Hangal market for not following COVID-19 SOPs. They also shut down those shops which failed to maintain social distancing norms. Speaking to media, police appealed to shopkeepers to open only on their respective allotted days. They also urged the customers to abide by COVID-19 related SOPs at all times to combat the pandemic. A man was found dead in a suspicious manner at Wangkuno Lamkai under Patsoi police station in Imphal West District today. The deceased is 50-year-old Moirangthem Brojend, son of late Ibo Pisak from Tera Lokram Leirak under Lumfeld police station in Imphal West District. Impact News sources said that locals found the body at around 6:30 this morning. Patsoi police personnel and Manipur forensic science team immediately rushed to the spot for investigation. The body has been kept at Rim's morgue. Patsoi police station has registered an unnatural death case. Sagolban MLA R.K. Imo today distributed loans under Housing for All scheme to 92 beneficiaries families of IMC Ward number 8 in Sagolban constituency. Each family got a loan amount of 15,000 rupees to start their house foundation. Speaking at the event held at Ibuthaw Khamlangba Laibung in Sagolban Moirang Leirak, MLA R.K. Imo appealed to people of the constituency to set aside political differences to bring development. Cooking gas connections under Ujwala Yojana were also distributed to beneficiaries of the constituencies on the occasion.
하우리가 강구도 없디 사드르게 되어 뭔가 시스템범세 방모이도고 아나 아와바수 거의 영나버니나 카도르수 마땡 방시 마시 켄드라고 부시다 하우싱 포 올세 까남바 하나 마땡 방바 여러분 동만데 매암서 동 강비랑거니 따우리버세 아코이나 레이저리바 아이기 눅시저라바 아할람마니 마이벤싱 매암기 카라도르수 mateng pangba yaba jagada tahousi haidana COVID-19 maraksida awabasu oiba si mataksida yumsu sade ade habagi pressure am lakwa natradi pesaso hanrani habagi madugumba pressure leibase fardo su koga hapaga saraga athubada ahamba face ki lising hum se lawba yaragadi makha taba mu sathaba yanana ba haidana masigi sempam se aina mateng pangsabani.
One day awareness on Din Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana was held at Chingdonglei Kai, Ward number 2, playground in Jiribamd district today. Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission Jiribamd CD block organized the program under State Development of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj. The scheme aims to provide various skills development trainings to unemployed youths to enable their livelihoods.
Hairiba mission se sina tawudaba tobok thongdi khungangda leiриba sahi taraga nipandagi sahi kunsa mangaboki manungda leiba youthing lemna skill training pibata natana skill training piba loiraba matungda moigi sana ba job placement create tobibani maruoina nupi sing haibadi vulnerable person sing haibadi HIV infected oiba natraga physically handicap oiba amasung transgender singi oinadi sahi 45 years over relax tawgani.
Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfin deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies. Imphal.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Afternoon Bulletin. India's COVID-19 tally has reached 83.64 lakhs with 50,210 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, while the number of people who have recovered from the disease are 77,11,809, pushing the country's recovery rate to 92.20%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,24,315, and active COVID-19 cases have come down to 5,27,962. Maharashtra is still on top with above 1,13,000 active cases. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, nearly 12,10,000 COVID samples were tested during the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 4,84,51,000 people. Above 1,2,31,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 3,46,84,000. United States of America is on top with more than 32,69,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. In the northeast states, Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 2,07,741, out of which 8,110 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 31,102, out of which 1,339 are active cases. Manipur's total tally has reached 19,503, out of which 3,698 are active cases. Arunachal's COVID-19 tally has reached 15,160 and active cases are 1,645. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally has reached 9,207, out of which 1,146 are active cases. There are 959 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya, 521 in Mizoram and 254 in Sikkim. A court in Alibag has rejected demand by police for 14-day custody, but also dismissed Arnab Goswami's charge that he had been physically assaulted while being arrested, and allegation has made several times in the day. Republic TV editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami and two others, Firoj Saig and Nitesh Sarda, were sent by a court in Maharashtra yesterday to 14 days of judicial custody till 18th of November. He was arrested in the early hour of Wednesday from his home in Mumbai in connection with the suicide of an architect Anve Naik and his mother in 2018. He was arrested under Section 306. Abetment of suicide and 34 acts done by persons in furtherance of common intention of the Indian Penal Code, and later charged with more sections for resisting arrest and tearing up his arrest paper. The case was closed under the previous government but was reopened recently after appeal from the architect's family. The Bombay High Court will today hear Goswami's petition to strike off the case against him. He is also expected to file for bail. The police and Naik's family will depose. Arnab Goswami was taken to jail last night after an unusually long hearing of nearly 6 hours that went on almost till midnight. Naik's family will also file the petition in the Bombay High Court for its intervention. Goswami's lawyers described the refusal of the police custody as a win. In a statement, Republic TV said that Arnab Goswami's arrest has been made part of a larger vindictive exercise against an independent journalist and news network. In Bihar, the campaigning for the third and final phase of state assembly elections will come to an end this evening. In this phase, 78 constituencies spread over 15 districts including Kishanganj, Katihar, Madhupura and Supol will go to poll on the 7th of November. Polling for by-election to Valmiki Nagar parliamentary seat will also be held simultaneously. Stalwarts of the BJP, RJT and Congress are making last-ditch efforts to woo the voters. They are addressing series of back-to-back election meetings. Leaders of left parties including Rashtriya Lok Samta Party and Hindustani Awam Morcha are also busy in addressing rallies and roadshows. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has released a final voter turnout of the second phase of assembly elections. An estimated 55.70% voting was recorded in this phase. Female voters' turnout was 58.80%, while the male turnout was 52.92%. Counting of the votes for the presidential election is underway in the United States. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden is leading the race with 264 electoral votes, while incumbent President Donald Trump stands at 241 seats. In the 538-member Electoral College, the winner needs 270 seats to be declared as a winner. Counting of the votes is still going on in the states like Pennsylvania, Arizona, North Carolina, Georgia, Nevada, which will determine the outcome of the U.S. elections to choose the 46th President of the United States of America. Now the news from the world of sports. In the first match of the third season of the Women's T20 Challenge in Sharjah, determining champions Supernova were on 111th of the 3 in 16.3 overs against Velocity when reports last come in. Earlier, Velocity won the toss and elected to field. This tournament, like previous editions, will take place during the IPL playoffs. The three teams, Supernovas, Velocity and Trailblazer, are set to play 3 matches in Sharjah, with the finals scheduled on 9th of November at the same venue. 3 matches start at 7:30 p.m. IST. The only day game will be the second one, which will begin at 3:30 p.m. IST tomorrow. Though short, this tournament is significant for women's cricket. The T20 World Cup earlier this year was a huge success and was expected to have a knockout effect for the women's game around the globe. Last year's T20 challenge was in Jaipur and had a good crowd turnout. Following the coronavirus pandemic, the Indian women's team hasn't played any competitive cricket since the T20 World Cup final against Australia, which was played on 8th of March. The T20 Challenge is a play-off for talented players to make a mark and spend time with non-Indians internationally. Members of the All Manipur Gymnastic Association have condoled the untimely demise of the former acting president of the association, Kakching Tabam Ibohal, who passed away at his residence in Khongman Mangjil on November 3. Association members observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul and share the grief of his bereaved family. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. High Court declares elections of the Kakching MLA Y. Surchandra to 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly as null and void. Rivaled M. Rameshwar of the BJP to be new MLA. And India report over 50,000 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours, pushing the tally over 83 lakh. Recovery rate stands above 92%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. For more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great afternoon and stay safe.
100th birth anniversary of late